Good morning, children. Today we are going to start HCF by successive division method. As you all know, yesterday we have find HCF by using prime factorization method or by finding factors of given numbers. Then we have found common factors. After that we have find highest common factors among 2 or 3 numbers, whichever given. So today we will do another method of finding highest common factor, or short form of highest common factor is HCF. Now the name of this method is successive division method, or you can call it continued division method. So first of all we will understand what is successive division method and how we are going to use this method to find the HCF. Means first we understand what are the steps you are going to follow, and then we will do the examples related to this successive division method. So let's understand what is successive division method. Now this I'll make it a little bit smaller so that the slide will be clear to you all. Now we use the repeated division method, that is successive division method only, for finding highest common factor, which is also called HCF, and other name of HCF is that I have told you yesterday. Yes, correct, that is GCD, greatest common divisor. Now we use the repeated division method for finding highest common factor HCF of 2 or more numbers. Now to find highest common factor by using division method, we have to follow these steps. Now steps you can see, step 1 is divide the large number by the small number. Means if you have been given with 2 numbers, then you are going to start dividing the bigger number by the smaller number. This is your first step. Now we'll see what is step 2. Now step 2 is then the remainder. After division, whatever remainder you will get it is treated as the divisor, and the divisor which is in the previous step, your divisor is treated as dividend. Now step 3, divide the first divisor by the first remainder. Fine. Step 2 means whatever remainder you will get it, that remainder is treated as divisor now, and the divisor of first step will become the dividend. Then you divide it. After that again you will get remainder, then that remainder will become divisor for the next step, and the divisor of the previous step will become your dividend. Now divide the second divisor by the second remainder, and this process will be going on until you will not get 0 as a remainder. When you will get 0 as a remainder, the last divisor will become your HCF. Now see the next step, step 5. Continue this process till the remainder becomes 0. Continue this process till the remainder becomes 0. Now this camera I will switch it off because it is hiding the content. Continue this process till the remainder becomes 0. Now step 6 is, which is our last step, the divisor which does not leave a remainder the divisor which does not leave a remainder is the HCF or GCD of the two numbers, and thus the last divisor is the required highest common factor, HCF of the given numbers. So I hope these steps are clear. So let's see one example. By seeing the example, the concept will be clear to you all. Now here I have taken one example. We have been given two numbers 30 and 42. Now first of all, tell me, out of 30 and 42 which is the bigger number? 42. So 42 will become our dividend and 30 will become our divisor. So 42 will be divided by 30 in the first step. Now 30 1 times will be 30. You will get 12. Now 12 is remainder of first step, but that remainder will become divisor for second step, and this divisor will become your dividend. It will come inside. Now from 12 2 times will be 24. So you will get 6, which is remainder in second step, but that will become divisor for the third step, and 12 which is divisor for second step, that will come inside as a dividend. So now 6 2 times will be 12. Now you are getting 0 as a remainder. You can see in this example 0 as a remainder. So this 6, which is your last divisor, will become HCF of the given two number, that is 30 and 42. So now children, tell me, what is the HCF of 30 and 42? Yes, that's correct. The HCF of 30 and 42 is 6. So this method is called successive division method or continued division method for finding HCF of two or more numbers. Let's take one more example and after that we'll start the exercise. Now here I have given one more example which is a little bit bigger number. Now 248, which is divisor, and 492, which is your dividend in the first step. First of all, it will goes on 1 times, do the subtraction, and you will get 244 as a remainder in the first step. Now first step remainder will become divisor in the second step, and the divisor of first step will become dividend of second step. It will come inside, 1 times will be 244. Then lastly 4, the remainder of second step, that is 4. It will become divisor for the third step, and this 244, which is divisor of second step, will become your dividend. Now 6 times will be 24 and 1 times will be 4. So what you have got? 0. So now what is the HCF of these two numbers? So what is the HCF of 248 and 492? This 4. This 4 will become the HCF of 248 and 492. So I hope this successive division method is clear to you all. So let's start our exercise. So let's start our exercise 4.3, which we have already started yesterday, and we have done common factors method to find their HCF. Today we will do question number 2, which is use division method to find the HCF of the following numbers. So today we will learn how you will use this division method which you have seen, all the steps and examples also you have seen just now, to find the HCF. Now let's start our first question, which is 25 and 35. Now which is the greatest number among 25 and 35? Yes, the bigger number is 35 and the smaller number is 25. So the bigger number 35 will become dividend and the smaller number 25 will become your divisor. So let's start this question. So as you can see on the screen, question number 2 I have written, use division method to find HCF. A part is 25 and 35. Now this bigger number which is 35 will become your dividend and the smaller number which is 25 will become divisor in the first step. So I'll write these numbers like this, 25. Now it will goes 1 times. Now what is the remainder you will get it? 5 minus 5, 0 and 3 minus 2, 1 you will get it. 10 you will get it as a remainder in the first step. Now remember the steps which we have done in the presentation just now. The remainder of the first step will become divisor in the second step and divisor of the first step will become your dividend in the second step. Okay. Now 10, 2 times will be 20. Now what is left? 5. Here nothing will be left. Now remember the step. Now the remainder in the second step, will become divisor for the third step and the divisor of the second step will become dividend of the third step. Now it will be 5, 2 times will be 10. Now you have to do this division until you will not get 0 as a remainder, and when you are getting 0 as a remainder, then this last divisor will become your HCF of given two numbers. Therefore what you will write? Therefore HCF of 25 and 35 is equal to 5. Got it? Let's see this question again. You have been given two numbers 25 and 35. What is the name of the method? Division method or successive division method. So in the first step, the bigger number will become your dividend and the smaller number will become your divisor. Then start doing division. 1 times it will be 25. Do the subtraction. You have got 10 as a remainder. Now in step 2, this is your step 2. In step 2, the remainder which you are getting from step 1, that will become your divisor in the second step. See, these steps you won't require to write it. That is for your understanding only. Second step will be the remainder which you are getting after first step, that will become your divisor, and the divisor of first step will become your dividend. 10 2 times will be 20 and 5 will be remaining over there. Now this is your third step. The remainder which you will get it after second step, that will become your divisor, and the divisor of second step will become your dividend. Do the division again or continue the division until you will not get 0 as a remainder. Keep on doing the division, and once you will get the remainder 0, then the divisor of that same step, will become your HCF of given two numbers. Now here, as you can see, 5 will become, yes, HCF of 25 and 35. Now this method is called successive division method. Now let's do B part of this question, 40 and 76. So let's start our B part, which is 40 and 76. Now the bigger number again 76 is there, that 76 will become your dividend for the first step, and this 40 will become your divisor for the first step. It will go 1 times, that will become 40, 6, 3 will be left now. Now, as I told you, remainder for the first step will become divisor of the second step, and divisor of the first step will become dividend of the second step. So 1 times it will be 36. This is your second step. Do the subtraction, 10 minus 6, 4. Here nothing will be left. Now, what our rule says, that our rule says the divisor of second step will become dividend for the next step, and that remainder will become divisor for that step. Now 4, 9 times will be 36. You have got 0 as a remainder, and the divisor which gives you 0 as a remainder, that divisor will become your HCF of given two numbers. So here in this question, therefore HCF of 40 and 76 will be 4. Say this question again. You have been given two numbers 40 and 76, because 76 is bigger. So 76 will become your dividend and 40 will become divisor. 1 times will be 40. Do the subtraction. Then after subtraction you will get 36, which is remainder for the first step, but that will become divisor for the second step, and divisor of first step will become your dividend in the second step. 1 time it will be 36, 4 will be remaining. This 36, which is divisor for the second step, will become dividend for the third step, and this remainder will become divisor. 9 times will be 36, and you will get 0 as a remainder. The divisor which gives you 0 as a remainder, that divisor will become HCF of given two numbers. HCF of 40 and 76 is equal to 4. I hope this question is clear. How you will use this successive division method? Similarly, we can use this successive division method for bigger number also. For 3-digit number, for 4-digit number also, we can use this method, which is called successive division method. So now we will do our C part, which is 135 and 165. Two numbers are there, 135 and 165. The bigger number is 165. So we use this bigger number as a dividend, and 135 is used as a divisor. So let's start our C part. You can see on the screen two numbers which have been given in C part, that is 135 and 165. Now out of this 135 and 165, the bigger number will become your dividend. 165 will become your dividend and 135 will become your divisor. So in the first step it will goes on 1 times 135. Now do the subtraction here. 0, 6 minus 3, 3 you will get it, and here nothing will be left. Now in step 2, this remainder which you are getting in the first step, that remainder will become, yes correct, that will become your divisor, and this divisor will become, yes, this divisor will become your dividend. Now it will goes 4 times 120. 5 is left, 3 minus 2, 1 will be left. Now what is the next step now? Yes, this remainder will become divisor and this divisor will become your dividend. 15 2 times will be 15 2s are 30. So what you will get it as a remainder? 0. Now the divisor which gives you remainder, the divisor which gives you remainder as a 0, then that divisor will become, yes correct, that divisor will become your HCF of 135 and 165 is equals to 15. So these questions are quite easy, but you require practice. So what is given to you? You have been given two numbers 135 and 165. Because 165 is bigger number, we take it as a dividend and divisor will become 135. It will goes 1 times, then do the subtraction, you will get 30 as a remainder. Now remainder which you are getting in first step, that will become divisor for the second step, and the divisor of the first step will become dividend of the second step. Now in the second step it will goes 4 times and we will subtract 120 out of 135. So the remainder which we are getting in step 2 is 15. Now this remainder of step 2 will become divisor of step 3, and this divisor will become dividend in step 3. Now it will goes 2 times and then 15 2 times will be 30. You will get nothing as a remainder. It means we have got 15 as a HCF of given two numbers, that is 135 and 165. We'll write it. Therefore, HCF of 135 and 165 is equals to 15. I hope all these steps are clear to you all. Now we'll start our D part of this exercise 198 and 360. Now this is our D part 198 and 360. So let's start this question. Now here in this question 360 will become your dividend and 198 will become your, yes correct, that will become your divisor. Now in the first step it will go 1 times 198. Now do the subtraction. 10 minus 8, what you will get it? Yes, correct. You will get it 2 as a remainder. After that, this will become 5. 15 minus 9, 6 you will get it. And then this will become your 2. 2 minus 1, 1 you will get it. So you will get it 162 as a remainder. So as you can see on the screen, you have got 162 as a remainder in the first step. So in the second step, you will use this remainder as a divisor, and divisor of the first step will become your dividend in the second step. Again it will goes 1 times 162, do the subtraction 6 and then 3, then nothing will be left here. Now next step, this remainder will become your divisor again, and this divisor will become your dividend 162. So now it will goes on which number? We'll do the multiplication and then we will able to know that. 5 6 are no, 4 6 are 24, 2 4 3 are 12, 13 14. 144, let's find it out. It will goes more. 5 6 are 30, 3 5 3 are 15, 180. No. So it will goes on 4 times, that is 144. Now do the subtraction. 12 minus 4, 8 you will get it. And here 6 will remain. 5 minus 4, 18 you will get it. Now in the next step again this remainder will become your divisor in the next step, and divisor of the previous step will become your dividend. So 18 2 times it will be 36. So now you have got no remainder. So this divisor, the last divisor which gives you 0 as a remainder, that will become your HCF of the given two numbers, which is 198 and 360 is equals to 18. Therefore, HCF of 198 and 360 is equals to 18. So let's see this question again. What is given to you? You have been given with two numbers, that is 198 and 360. Because 360 is the bigger number, so you have taken it as dividend and 198 as a divisor. So in the first step, it will goes on 1 times and that will become 198. What is remaining here? 162. Now the remainder of first step will become divisor in the second step, and divisor of first step will become dividend inside. Now it will goes 1 times 162, do the subtraction, you will get 36. Now 36 is the remainder in the third step, which will become divisor in the in the next step, and 162 will come inside. It will goes 4 times 144, you will get 18 as an answer. 18 2 times will be 36. You have got 0 as a remainder. The last divisor which gives you 0 as a remainder, that divisor will become your HCF of given two numbers. I hope all these steps are clear to you all. By using all these steps, you can find HCF of given two numbers, and this method is called successive division method. I hope the concept the steps of this successive division method is clear to you all. Now we have completed question number 2, A, B, C and D part. E and F you will do it yourself. E and F you will do it yourself. Now question number 3. Show that 35 and 48 are co-prime numbers. So, co-prime numbers, tomorrow we will understand what is co-prime numbers, and along with that we will do introduction of least common multiple and common multiples also. Multiple we have understood already. Now we will understand common multiples and least common multiples. The short form of least common multiple is, yes, that is LCM. So this question number 3 and LCM we will do it tomorrow. So that's all for today. Keep practicing it. Good day, children.